Hi, children. How are you all today? Are you enjoying? Are you studying? You should do both. Study as well as enjoy, right? So, today I'm here to add on to your enjoyment. How? Wait, I'll tell you. Today I'm going to make you enjoy with storytelling. So I'm here with a new program which is called Storynama. You know what it is? Storynama is my new venture and it is all for you children. I am aiming at making you enjoy the stories in a fun way, and I will make you learn and practice lots and lots of what? Studies? No, 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 no. I'm going to make you enjoy with lots and lots of fun. And what is that fun going to be? That is a secret. But Storynama is a venture, it's a journey, and we are going to transcend this journey through storytelling. I'm going to tell you lots and lots of interesting stories, and we are going to interact in a fun way so that you enjoy the story, you are able to learn some good values, and you are able to enjoy. How we will enjoy? We will sing songs, we will learn rhymes, and lots of fun. So this is about Storynama, and now let's get started with the story for today. Are you all ready? I am very excited and I want you people to also feel the excitement and get ready to venture on this new journey. So before we start, let's get some excitement. So how do we get the excitement? Yay, 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 yay! So we are all ready, children. Okay, my dearies. I'm going to sing few lines of a song and you have to tell me, have you heard of this song before? So here goes the song. Oh my friend Ganesha, तू रहना साथ हमेशा. Oh my friend Ganesha, तू रहना साथ हमेशा. Dingy dingy duck, dingy 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 duck, dingy dingy duck, dingy 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 duck, dingy dingy duck, dingy 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 duck. So, have you heard of this song and do you know what it means? I hope some of you have heard this song. And what is the meaning? The meaning of the song is, oh my friend, dear Ganesha, you are my closest friend and please stay with me forever. So my dearies, having told you the meaning of this song, now tell me how many of you know how Lord Ganesha got the face of an elephant? You don't know? No problem. Don't worry. I will tell you how he got the elephant face. And do you know what Lord Ganesha likes to eat? You know, he likes to eat laddus. Do you like to eat laddus? Me? Are I like to what? I love to eat laddus. I can eat laddus every day. I just love them. Yeah. So now that you know what we are going to talk about today, let me first ask you if you want to have some fun. I am very excited and I want to have lots and lots of fun. So we are going to have fun through this rhyme. I'm going to teach you this rhyme and you can repeat after me and then you can learn the rhyme later. So the rhyme goes like, Oh my friend Ganesha, तू रहना साथ हमेशा. What? No, this is not the rhyme. This was the song which I originally told you. So what? So now let me start with the actual rhyme. So the rhyme goes like, Lord Ganesha, oh Ganesha, you are our superstar. Lord Ganesha, oh Ganesha, you are our superstar. You help us, you love us, never go far. You help us, you love us, never go far. Lord Ganesha, oh Ganesha, you are our superstar. You help us, you love us, never go far. First of all, we pray to you. First of all, we pray to you before every God. First of all, we pray to you. First of all, we pray to you before every God. Always be with us. Always be with us. You are a beautiful pearl in the pod. You are a beautiful pearl in the pod. First of all, we pray to you. First of all, we pray to you before every God. Always be with us. Always be with us. You are a beautiful pearl in the pod. You are a beautiful pearl in the pod. We will feed you laddu. We will feed you modak. We will feed you laddu. We will feed you modak. Remove all our troubles. Remove all our troubles. Keep unhappiness at bay. Keep unhappiness at bay. Lord Ganesha, oh Ganesha, you are our superstar. Lord Ganesha, oh Ganesha, you are our superstar. You help us, you love us, never go far. You help us, you love us, never go far. Yay! So that was the rhyme for today. Let's all clap. You have all done an excellent job and clapping for you. So now we have learned the rhyme. So what is next? Next is storytelling time. Okay. So the story title for this episode of Story Nama is The Birth of Lord Ganesha and how he got his elephant face. All set for the story? Okay, great. Let me now start telling you the story. Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati, they used to stay on a very tall mountain. The name of the mountain was Mount Kailash. And Kailash used to be a very, very cold place. Throughout the year, it would be full of snow. And Lord Shiva, he used to be lost in meditation most of the time. And Goddess Parvati, they used to get bored. Goddess Parvati, together with some of the army of Lord Shiva, they all used to get bored. Especially Goddess Parvati, she used to get bored and she did not know what to do. So one day it so happened that Goddess Parvati was making preparations to go for a bath. Okay, so she made a paste of sandalwood and she added some turmeric to it. And she started applying this mixture of sandalwood and turmeric on her body. Do you know why she was doing this? She was doing this because in those days, sandalwood and turmeric mixture used to be used just as the way we use soap for taking a bath. So she waited till the paste would dry up and then she started rubbing and taking out the paste. And the paste started collecting in heaps. Now, when sufficient amount of that paste had collected in the form of the powder, you know what she did? She started playing with that paste. She was playing with it because she was getting bored and she had nothing else to do at that point of time, children. Now tell me, how many of you play with clay? All of you, right? Even I like to play with clay. So, Goddess Parvati was playing with that paste just like we all play with clay. So, what she did, she used that paste and she made a little doll. That little doll was in the form of a little boy. There was some powder, extra powder on the face of that doll, and Goddess Parvati, she blew some air out of her mouth like this. And she did this to remove that extra powder. Now, what happened? Goddess Parvati, we all know, is a goddess and she has lots and lots of powers. So, when she pulled out that air from her mouth to remove the powder, the little doll became alive. The particles of life came out of Goddess Parvati's mouth and the doll started breathing. It changed into a little cute boy. When Goddess Parvati saw this, she was very happy. Her heart filled with love, and she got this feeling of being a mother. She picked up the little boy and she hugged him tightly and she said, "You are so cute. You are adorable. From today, I will consider you as my son. And now you are our son." Right? So, after giving some laddus to the little boy for eating, Goddess Parvati told him that she is going to take a bath and he should stand guard outside the door of the house and he should not allow anyone to enter the house while she is taking a bath. Saying this, Goddess Parvati went off to take a bath, and Lord Ganesha, he stood firmly outside the door and he did not allow anyone to enter. All of a sudden, Lord Shiva, he came there and he wanted to go inside. Now, he did not recognize Ganesha. You know, children, he did not know that Ganesha is their son. And same with Lord Ganesha also. He did not know that Lord Shiva was his father. Why? That is because Goddess Parvati had never told him that Lord Shiva is his father. So, Lord Ganesha, he stood firmly and told Lord Shiva, "You are not allowed to enter inside. Nobody can go inside." But Lord Shiva, he did not pay attention and he wanted to go inside the house. When he did not agree and he did not stop there, Lord Ganesha became a little angry and he told Lord Shiva, either stop trying to enter inside the house or you should be prepared to have a battle with me. Lord Shiva became very, very angry and he started fuming in anger. He called his entire army and very soon battle started between Lord Shiva, his army, and between Lord Ganesha, right? So Lord Ganesha was very powerful because of the divine powers which had come into him from goddess Parvati. So because of his powerful warrior-like characteristics, Lord Ganesha very soon defeated Lord Shiva and his entire army. Lord Shiva got defeated, and at the same time, he became very angry. And in that fury of anger, he picked up his trident. Do you know what is a trident? It is called Trishul in Hindi, and a trident has three prongs with the help of which one can attack and kill the other warrior. So Lord Shiva, he cut off Lord Ganesha's head with that trident. And the lifeless, headless body of Lord Ganesha, of that little boy, fell to the ground. Hearing all this noise, Goddess Parvati got worried and she ran outside. And children, what did she see? She saw that her son was no more. She saw the lifeless, headless body of her son. And what happened? Obviously, she started crying. She started crying, and at the same time, she became angry. And she said to Lord Shiva, "Oh my Lord, what have you done? You have killed our own son. Don't you know he was our son? You will have to bring him back to life immediately. If you do not do so, I will destroy the entire universe with my powers." And with this, Lord Shiva, he realized what a big mistake he had done. He had killed his own son. Realizing the gravity of the situation, all the other gods, including Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Indra, everyone gathered at that place, and they all knew that something needed to be done immediately so that Goddess Parvati's anger would come under control. Otherwise, the entire universe will get destroyed. So they all started thinking, what to do, what to do, what to do. And then Lord Shiva had an idea. He called his army and he said, "Look, you have to go in every possible direction and you have to find an animal. The first animal that you come across, you have to cut and bring the head of that animal to me here as soon as possible." The entire army spread out in all the directions and they started looking for an animal. The first animal that they came across was an elephant. So they cut off the head of that elephant and brought it to the place where everybody was waiting for them. As soon as they arrived there, Lord Shiva took the head of the elephant and placed it on the lifeless body of his son. And then, using his divine powers, he brought back the little boy to life. What was the difference now? Earlier, the little boy had the face of a boy, but now he got the face of an elephant. Yes, dear children. So now you know how Lord Ganesha got his trunk and how he got his tusks, right? So that is how he got the face of an elephant. And everybody was happy that the universe is safe. But Mother Parvati, Goddess Parvati, she was not satisfied. She still had some worries. She thought, who will like my son, who now has the face of an elephant? Everybody will make fun of him, and nobody would pray to him as a god because of this face of an elephant and because of the long trunk that he has. So she went to share her worries with Lord Shiva. When she told Lord Shiva about this, Lord Shiva found a solution for this. And he said that from today, every human being, every god, anyone in this entire universe, whenever they are about to start with something new, they will pray first of all to Lord Ganesha. And then only all their work will be successful. So, with this, he gave lots of powers to Lord Ganesha and he told other gods to bestow as much of power as possible into Lord Ganesha. With this, all the gods blessed Lord Ganesha and gave him lots and lots of powers. And Lord Shiva said that since you are going to be worshipped, first of all, so you are going to be the prime god before all the gods. And that is why you're going to be called as Ganesha. Ganesha means the head of all other gods. So, dear children, this is how Lord Ganesha began to be worshipped as the god of new beginnings, as the god of happiness, and as the god of wisdom. So, dear children, always remember that whenever you're about to start something new in life, or whenever you are about to do something good, always and always pray to Lord Ganesha. Understood? So, children, this was the story for today. And what does it tell you? What does it teach all of us? It teaches that we should never be angry in life without knowing the real reason behind the things that are happening in our life. Why? I will tell you. The reason for this is that if you become angry without thinking or without knowing the facts, that anger can become harmful for you or it can bring harm to your family. So never be angry and always be brave. Yes, dear children, this was the story for today. I hope that you have liked and loved this story. And if you do, then please write comments and feedback in the description section, in the feedback section below this episode. Or if you are not able to do so on your own, then you can tell your mama or you can tell your papa to do it for you. Okay? So today I will be back very soon with a new interesting stories and some more fun. So bye for now and we will meet very soon. Bye.